You think he's united them?
There's 50 states. They're all different countries.
Brian O'Driscoll doesn't want to unite the Six Nations. He wants to dominate the other 5 nations. 1 years, guys. You got to make that very clear.
Brian O'Driscoll's not 101 years old.
Let's reframe it. How many people watched Brian O'Driscoll in the Six Nations in any rugby game?
I'm gonna just take a guess here.
Yeah, I reckon we can't look this up anyway.
14 billion. It's like I wrote it. It's very positive. It's got a very positive spin on Brian O'Driscoll. I don't know of anything negative about the guy. He's never had a public scandal. He's never done anything. He did once have blonde hair, which is kind of a stupid hair color for a man to have.
Hello and welcome to this episode of Hero Complex, where 2 comedians each week will battle who they've discussed as that was bad. Who they've decided is a hero they want to represent in the debating realm of heroes. I'm your host on this episode, Adam Greene. This week we have Patrick Brusnahan and Hugh Peacocke duking it out to see who's got the better hero that they've picked. So without further ado, I'm going to hand over to the contestants this episode to see who they've picked as their hero. Patrick Brusnahan, who have you picked this episode?
Thank you, Adam. Hope we've got a cocktail ready. I'm sorry about the rain, man. The thing is, I'm going to be Top Gun this episode because I picked Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
Philanthropist, actor, all-round nice guy, if you don't look in too deeply. Tom Cruise, a man who might have single-handedly saved the cinema industry throughout the COVID years. Oscar winner, definitely nominated at least.
So you've done the research.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Lover of ladies, lover of the arts, Tom Cruise. That is my selection for this week.
So Tom Cruise, Patrick Brusnahan is going with Tom Cruise, and he will be up against Hugh Peacocke. Who have you picked?
So, guys, as you know, last competition aside, Ireland are ranked number 1 in the world in rugby. I think the man who inspired all that is Brian O'Driscoll. He was our greatest ever player, still holds that record. He's the all-time leading try scorer in the Six Nations, probably. No, he definitely is. I just wanted to copy you, Pat.
Yeah.
He's been Lions captain. He's captained Ireland 83 times. Guy's amazing. He's handily the most entertaining highlights reel you can have in rugby. Let's just take a moment. There was a very famous T-shirt worn a lot in Ireland called "In Bod." Had "In Bod We Trust." Brian O'Driscoll, very clever. Listen, 3 times nominated Player of the Year, 3 times Six Nations Player of the Tournament, 3 Heineken Cups. 1 Grand Slam, another Six Nations on top of that.
Okay, so Hugh has done his research in the awards that Brian has won. Pat has guessed at his. So we're going to open it up with a couple of simple questions.
Sure.
First of all. So, Tom Cruise, what film would he be in if he was a rugby player?
Oh, great. Absolutely great question, right? Same films.
Brilliant.
Except he tosses the rugby ball around, you know?
He just has a rugby ball under his arm all the time.
Well, I think we've talked about this in a previous episode, but he would be in Invictus as Nelson Mandela.
A brave casting choice from Hollywood on that one.
But no, it's literally because Tom Cruise, he wouldn't seem to be the typical rugby player build, unless maybe as a scrum half. But look, he's got so many iconic roles. If there was also like this character, he also played rugby, you wouldn't. You wouldn't be like, "Hey, Maverick, you got time to fly the plane?" Excuse me, just got to score a few tries first. So all of his characters, they have the enthusiasm. They try.
Yeah.
All of them are hard-working characters, apart from the ones where he doesn't, because he's quite a good actor. He could do more than one role. Cocktail.
Yep.
No, that one.
Risky Business.
For Risky Business, yeah, he can play rugby in that. For A Few Good Men, he can play rugby in that. Magnolia.
How do you think?
No.
How do you think the rugby would have clashed with his baseball that he was playing throughout the movie of A Few Good Men?
It's his baseball now.
He was fucking hitting
What's the
the
one you
ball.
can't handle the truth?
That's A Few Good Men.
Few good
Yeah.
But
Same thing.
every time he's like having a complicated legal discussion, he's just swinging a bat.
And here's the thing, right? Some people hit baseballs with base bats. Why can't you hit a rugby ball with a base bat? And Tom Cruise, he's done so much. Like, when you think of movie star, you think of, I think, honestly, in a lot of decades, you think of Tom Cruise as the pinnacle movie star. And if he was in rugby, I think he has a charisma to be the pinnacle rugby star, similar to what Brian O'Driscoll was.
Right. So, similar question to you, Hugh. If Brian O'Driscoll was a movie star, what rugby matches would he play in?
Obviously, a much harder physically, unless you're Tom Cruise who does all his own stunts. But Brian O'Driscoll, I feel, does all his own stunts also.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think he'd probably play in much the same rugby games. But
Yeah.
he was also very handsome, so I don't really have anything. He had movie star good looks, Brian O'Driscoll.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Do it all.
Would he be? Let's say he did the movies as well.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt your questions.
No.
Would he be a lesser rugby player because he wanted to protect the face?
Probably. However, I mean, there are some movie stars out there that have a bit of fucking grizzle on them.
Yeah. Elephant Man.
Elephant Man, famously. You could
Well, he's
say
only been in one film.
Ray Winstone from Sexy Beast, we talked about on a previous episode.
Yeah.
Are we sponsored by?
No.
Sexy
You're a fucking suitcase.
Well, I mean, as a podcast, we don't have much a chance of getting like Manscaped on board.
Rain Manscaped. Yeah. 42 pubes.
Blue Chew, you're our only chance.
So obviously, both quite niche choices this episode. So we got Tom Cruise, star of Screen, and Brian O'Driscoll, star of Rugby.
I like how you knew he said and stage. He's never been on stage in his life, that man.
I don't think anyone. Can you imagine a West End play with Tom Cruise in it,
I'd love it.
where he did all his own stunts?
Oh, what, Spider-Man turned off the dart? Yeah. Well, finally, it was Spider-Man that didn't die during that play.
So obviously quite niche. But so what have they done outside their own worlds of like film and rugby?
Brian O'Driscoll's written 2 books. One of them is called Something in the Centre, My Life in the Centre, or something like that.
Are they autobiographical?
They are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to guess on the other one?
Is it a rugby pun?
Probably called 13 Unlucky for Some or something like that. I made that up now, straight off. Yeah, maybe something like that.
Trying.
Like, you know how Ronnie O'Sullivan wrote not autobiographical books like Murder Mystery set in the snooker world? Can you guess what the title was? The first one is?
Oh, Breaking.
Frame.
Breaking
Framed,
Point. Oh,
obviously.
Yeah, and there's one like Corner Pocket.
Jesus.
What would sorry to what do you think rugby murder mysteries would be called?
Oh, Trying Times.
Kick the bucket?
Kick the Bucket, not bad. Converting to Death.
Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Penalty was that death penalty.
Yes, that's good. That's
Yeah.
good.
Scrum down, dead ball.
Dead Ball.
Yeah.
Yes, this is good also.
Yeah. Gang scrum.
Okay, guys, if this podcast doesn't work out, let's not release this episode because these are fucking gold.
Yeah. Yeah. Under my pen name, Brian O'Driscoll, we're releasing a series of rugby-related crime novels.
So what's Tom Cruise done other than film acting?
Well, film work. During the COVID years, he was very much... have we all listened to the tape? Well, like, there's a voicemail of him shouting out, I was keeping film alive because he's talking to producers and all that to try and keep movies alive.
Yeah.
He's very adamant that his last few films would release in the cinema and not straight to VOD to keep cinemas alive. And it's worked. He was helped by Oppenheimer and Barbie this year. But the previous Mission Impossible did well, keeping cinemas alive. And he's breaking records with that. He does a lot of philanthropic work. And also, he's helped establish one of the best religions. I'm not going to mention the religion, but several people have tried to investigate the religion, and all that's happened is they've come out rich and happy. So
That does sound like
This
good
could
religion.
be a game changer for us
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
Has Brian O'Driscoll done anything as good as
And before you answer, guess who forgot about the religion until about an hour ago? I'll have to try and defend it now.
Well, bod is greater than God, is my opinion. So,
At least
Brian O'Driscoll-
alphabetically.
But Brian O'Driscoll has done more than found his own, help found a religion. He is his own religion. He's his own deity. That's my take on
Which
that.
is pretty strong for Ireland,
Very strong.
considering how religious Ireland is. you know?
Yes, yeah, 100%. 100%. Catholics turning their back left and right on the Catholic Church to follow
To follow bod.
bod.
Yeah. It's like, what are you doing, Jerry? First Islam, now this.
Brian O'Driscoll was more damaging to the Catholic Church in Ireland than anything else, including,
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I think our religion we're at a checkmate. We're at a stalemate with that one.
So in terms of so obviously Tom Cruise has kept cinema alive. He's kept the cinema.
He's helped.
alive.
He's helped. I'm sure even he wouldn't say it was only him, but yeah, please.
So what has Brian O'Driscoll kept anyone alive?
Well, again, I think this goes back. Brian O'Driscoll kept our hopes of a good rugby team alive. We were useless in the 90s and in the 80s and 70s and every decade before that, and we were just not good at rugby. And then Brian O'Driscoll comes along. Now, fair enough, there was another couple of good players came along at that time, but Brian O'Driscoll came along at like 20 years old. At exactly 20 years old, gets his first cap for Ireland under Warren Gatland, a controversial figure, but he did one thing right. Several things right if you're Welsh. And so he gives Brian O'Driscoll and Shane Horgan their first caps at 20. Brian O'Driscoll, in his first year playing in Paris, scores 3 tries and announces himself onto the world stage. He was nominated World Player of the Year when he was 20 years old. Guy's amazing.
Did he win World Player of the Year?
He did not, but that was a travesty.
Yeah, and conversely, has Tom Cruise ever won World Player of the Year in any sport?
In any sport, no.
No. So
Apart from collecting souls for the great god, or whatever.
Do you have any tenets? Is that what the thing is? Tenets? Or have you
Tenets.
gone clear?
But what the zone, like where they put your hand over like a cup and go, oh shit, you need this.
yeah,
That's what really.
No, it's the movie where you go backwards. Has he collected a lot of those movies?
It was like that was Christopher Nolan. That wasn't Tom Cruise.
Which one? It's not Tomorrow Never Dies, but it kind of sounds like that.
Edge
Well,
of Tomorrow.
Edge of Tomorrow. Yeah, great film.
Yeah.
Well, he has won. He has won acting awards for A Few Good Men, for Rain Man. There was one.
Which awards?
Cinematography.
Lighting
I think
direction.
he's definitely won. He won Best Actor for Magnolia, I believe.
Did he? Do you want to look that up?
Do you want to double check it?
I'll double check it.
As,
I need to go off airplane mode. Never done before in the podcast. Going off airplane mode.
yeah, I'm going to go back on
So-
airplane mode. My phone keeps lighting up.
So meanwhile, whilst Pat's googling stuff about his hero,
No.
Do you want a list of Brian O'Driscoll's awards? I have it saved because I'm
go
not.
on then.
I'm a pro. World Rugby's Men's 15s Team of the Decade 2010 to 2019. Six Nations all-time top try scorer. Six Nations Player of the Year 2006, 2007, 2009. Six Nations top try scorer 2009. British and Irish Lions captain. British and Irish Lions tourists 01, 05, 09 and 2013.
All quite boring awards then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise has been named the most powerful actor in Hollywood.
Yeah. By who? Tom Cruise or the?
It was named by Premiere Magazine.
Scientology today. John Travolta's dead to
And
us.
he's never won an Oscar.
No,
He's never
I didn't
won an
think so.
Oscar.
I did not think so.
But he has won
A Golden Globe?
an Ethnic Multicultural Media Academy Award.
Very surprising choice for them also.
Yeah.
That's like the Nelson Mandela casting all over again.
Yeah. Which film did he win that for?
For being with Robert Downey Jr. in Tropic Thunder.
Ah, yes. Well, he was great in Tropic Thunder. That's my favourite Tom Cruise role.
Yeah, well, that's my least favorite, I think. But he's won 3 Razzies? What?
Oh, interesting. Go on.
I mean, no, yeah.
could you please?
A Razzie being an award for the worst actor
Yeah,
of the
the
year.
raspberries, yeah.
Yeah.
Which movies did he win those for?
I assume Why not assume? I have it here.
Yeah, yes. Very surprising assumption to be made.
No, it's just taking a while.
Mission Impossible 6.
Maybe Mission Impossible 6. But
Mission Impossible 6.
That was a stinker. Has Brian O'Driscoll done anything as bad as Mission Impossible 2? And I open this to either of you.
his Six Nations in 2005.
I think he was nominated for Player of the... he might have won Player of the
I had
Tournament.
to pick 1 year. And it has been
No,
always
I
nominated.
know. I think just read them out. No, he toured with the Lions in 2005. He was Six Nations Player of the Tournament 2006.
Okay, for Cocktail, War of the Worlds, and The Mummy. I would say none of those three deserve Worst Actor.
No, I don't think that they deserve Worst Actor, but they have won it.
But no, yeah.
The Mummy was a stinker.
My dad's in The Mummy.
Your dad's in the
No,
Mummy.
your dad's in your Mummy.
That's why you had to get out of the house.
The walls are thin. I live in a Japanese pagoda.
Damn you, TP living.
Yeah. Thanks, Cameron.
So hang on. So your dad was in the film The Mummy.
Yeah.
2017's The
Yeah,
Mummy.
yeah. He's an extra in it.
He's an extra? What's he doing?
There's a scene with Russell Crowe who plays Dr. Jekyll.
Yeah. It's a wild film.
Yeah, it's mad. And this was supposed to launch the Dooku, the Dark Universe, Cinematic Universe.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, okay.
There's a scene with a bunch of people carrying boxes around the museum, and my dad's one of the people carrying a box.
What was in the box?
He wasn't allowed to look.
That was 7. That was...
Yeah, that's different film. Yeah.
What's in the box? The script.
I love how Adam sat there like a gay Dr. Evil with the dog in his hand, just like, hey.
Yeah. Or like a Dr. Evil.
Just a Dr. Evil. Yeah. It's a very gay dog.
So,
But my dad, here's showbiz for you. My dad accidentally missed his cue and walked in front of Russell Crowe in the shot. And he goes, I'm sorry, I know I've done it wrong. Russell Crowe puts his hand on his shoulder and goes, just do it how you did before, mate.
Honestly, man, I'm going to say this. I think Russell Crowe is a bigger hero than Tom Cruise.
Fuck off. Russell Crowe's a bastard.
I love Russell Crowe. The guy's a legend.
Yeah, Russell Crowe's pretty cool.
Yeah, I might pick him next week because I think I've been such a dog. I'm losing.
Divorced man. When Tom Cruise is a sad 3 times divorced man.
Yeah, so is Tom Cruise currently dating anyone?
Haley Atwell, I believe.
Haley Atwell.
Agent
Carter from the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Oh,
amongst
age appropriate
other
one, that one.
Yeah.
She's late 30s, he's early 60s. So
No, you're right.
And she has huge talent. No, but Tom Cruise, like, listen, he loves women.
He loves tying them
Like,
up, leaving them there.
Nicole Kidman, Katie Holmes, Haley Atwell, probably someone from a diner. Probably a mute woman who couldn't say no. But, like...
If you were Tom Cruise's lover, Pat, could you give us any kind of insight into what that relationship would look like?
Sure.
yeah.
While I'm there, clean a dish. I'm, it's a last nice plate. I'm just wiping it dry because if you just leave it to dry, you're a poor wife. I'm like, I hear a car pulling up. I'm like, oh, Tommy, go to your room. Your father's home. But we want to see Dad. Tommy, to your room. Idiots. Go home and practice kababoo. Tom Cruise walks in the door, suitcase in each hand. Like, oh, you're home. How was shooting Cocktail 3? It was right. Do you know what my best role is? What's that? Being your husband. All right. It's like, well, that dish, it kind of look like you just dried that now. No, but it's dry. No, but like it looks like you just dried it now. It's like, but it's dry. Mm-hmm. It could have been drier. I'm going out. I'm going out to see the boys. Do you mean those weird people? What weird people? The people who believe the souls are from the volcano. The ones who worship blah blah boo. You never respect my religion. He goes out. I'm just like, I chuck the dry plate against the floor. And I go to bed. 2 a.m. I'm pretending to be asleep. And he comes in, he's stinking of vermouth. Like, you're drunk. No, I just fell in vermouth. Where'd you form a vermouth? Why the questions? I was like, were you nominated for another Razzie?
Oh!
I was. It's a shame there isn't Razzie for worst wife. Sleep on the couch. We don't have a couch. It's forbidden. And this continued for about 10 or 12 years. Until I get to do a Batman film. Yeah. I play Rachel Dawes. In Batman again. I can finally have the money to leave him. But yeah, I just feel so safe. And he does love Tom and Tommy.
So conversely, what would it be like being married to Brian O'Driscoll?
Well, okay, so I'm not doing the dishes. I'm emptying the dishwasher because Brian O'Driscoll's a loving guy. I'm emptying the dishwasher. I've got the kids put down to bed already.
With their microwave meals.
Brian's been. How fucking dare you? We've got a chef. We've got a chef. I've already got a number of my own endorsements, independently, and also because Brian has given me some introductions. Because he doesn't need to look after me, but he does. So I am waiting for Brian to get in from a long day of punditry, which is his number one game right now. He gets in. He's a bit tired, so I say, "Hey, can I get you anything? Can I get you a drink?"
That's nice.
And he says, "You know what? I'd love a bottle of Heineken, because that's what these kind of posh Dublin guys do."
But did you remember?
Well, remember what?
To get the Heineken.
Of course I did. I was blown away by his handsomeness, obviously. Yeah. But so I go and get him.
Your favorite brand of Heineken.
I go and get his favorite Heineken. I have one as well. He shares. Well,
he's
a sharer.
That's a bit.
He's a sharer.
Sorry, I'm interrupting.
He doesn't mind sharing. And I like that about him. Then we go and just kick a ball about. Because we're playful like that.
And he keeps bouncing all over the place. Weird fucked up ball.
We kick a ball about because it's like that. It's just one of those things. And then we go to bed. We're tired. We're filthy. We've been kicking a ball about. We're absolutely filthy head to toe. But he's still kissing me goodnight, and I mean deeply. And that's what it looks like. We wake up in the morning, we look after the kids together. It's just a nice time all round.
It sounds loveless. He doesn't care about you.
I mean, it does sound like he's in it for the tax breaks and the Heineken.
Listen, there's a kick about every now and again. Nice times.
Yeah. Do you want to toss a fucked up ball about?
So in 2008, Will Carling released a book called The 50 Greatest Rugby Players of All Time, and listed Brian O'Driscoll as number 10,
which is a travesty. I've done my fucking research at him.
Yeah.
A travesty. But you know what the problem with English
Who's ahead of
is?
him? Paul Gascoigne.
Do you know what the problem with English people is? If it isn't English, they don't want to know. And listen, that's the type of nationalist attitude that's led to Brexit. And I mean, honestly, putting Brian O'Driscoll number 10, Brexit. Those two things are so closely linked.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
I can imagine that,
yeah. So he lists him as number 10. But my question to you, Patrick, is where would Will Carling list Tom Cruise as the all-time greatest film actors of all time?
Honestly, right, I think 10.
10?
I think, right.
Who has Will Carling put on above Tom Cruise?
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah.
Jack Nicholson. Meryl Streep. Mr. Sidney Poitier.
Oh.
How
many people is that? Sorry, is that even counting?
That's 4.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm
5 more.
I got it up here.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Joaquin?
Well, I'm getting to Joaquin.
Okay.
Leonardo DiCaprio, Robert De Niro. River Phoenix.
Big shout. Very big shout.
River Phoenix, who has not done a film in nearly 40 years.
His output has been terrible.
Yeah.
His output's been terrible.
And Joaquin Phoenix for pretending he was sad when his brother died.
Wow.
He helped dump him out of the Red Hot Chili Peppers club. Listen, there can only be one phoenix to rise from the ashes here tonight. Do you want to be a river? That's wet. That can help fire.
You've never even heard of a Joaquin.
Oh, was that 9?
That was 9. That was 9.
Okay.
But the big question here is,
I'll
hey,
press Joaquin from whoever was Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Melissa Joan Hart.
No, in the original.
That's the original, yeah, Melissa Joan Hart.
Or in the original.
Oh,
One from the 50s.
What? There was a
no, that wasn't. That
You're
was
thinking of
Betty
Bewitched.
Cantwell.
Bewitched. You're
Bewitched,
thinking of.
yeah.
No.
They did a remake with Will Ferrell and Nicole Kidman.
Yeah. Actually,
which brings us neatly back to Tom
Actually, I
Cruise.
was about to say something stupid like Nicole Kidman goes in there. No, she doesn't.
I
No, put Joaquin in there.
I'm going to say this.
Whacking men.
In the
Shannon should
rankings
be in
of where Will Carling is and opinions I'd listen to about rugby, and this is a hot take, Will Carling can honestly suck on Brian O'Driscoll's left bollock. And that's me as his wife speaking.
Well, Will Carling invented the worst beer.
Will Carling is responsible for handily the 100th best beer.
Yeah.
Will Carling? No.
Yeah.
I'll have a Will Foster's, thank you very much.
Well, Will Carling is actually secretly behind Madry. It's not a Spanish
Yeah.
I
drink
believe
at all.
that's Coors, isn't it?
It's called
What the band?
Ah, fuck.
Yeah, it's
Don't
Will
let it
Carling.
linger.
It's the course.
And that's the zombie.
And that's the Cranberries.
Cranberries.
That's the cranberries.
He did zombie. It's the time of the season. And we are the cause.
Does anybody know a chorus song?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I know David Brent would like fuck all of them. Is that what he says?
I can't remember that happening. No, there was loads of
Ooh,
cause
edgy.
songs.
Yeah.
I saw one of the cause do
100% so far.
Players only love you when they're playing.
yeah,
Oh,
great, yeah, great
Yeah.
song.
Which
I saw one of the
wasn't
cause
called
do.
that, but that one.
Could you sing it?
Nah.
Damn.
You know the play Dancing at Lunacy by Brian Friel? I
Yes.
saw one of the cause do that.
Well, one of the chorus was in The Commitments. Or The Snapper. One or the other. Can't quite remember. But I think The Commitments. Well, they're both Roddy Doyle films. They're both the exact same movie, but slightly. One's about music, one's about teenage
There's
pregnancy.
one like, because we're in the cause, the dynamite in the cause. That's not that song, right?
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
So which cause
Mama,
song would be Tom
join
Cruise's
the
favorite?
cause.
Sweet Cores. What's the fucking one's name? I tried to get her name. Andrea Core.
Andrea.
Sweet Andrea Core.
Ba ba ba. We are in the cause as well. You are. There's 4 of us. I think so.
No, the brother doesn't believe that your previous hero really went to the moon.
Wait, hang
Those
on.
conspiracies.
This feels sort of irrelevant, but
This is getting
like,
self-indulgent.
the brother from the cause.
Yeah, he's a big conspiracy guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, big
Does he
conspiracy.
believe in Tom Cruise?
Well, I think he probably believes Tom Cruise is a lizard man. But that's kind of the vibe that he gives off.
He used to be a lizard man, but then the souls went to the volcano and came back.
And then he ate the chemtrails and became...
Yeah.
So obviously, Brian
All
O'Driscoll.
religions.
Oh,
If you really dive into it, it's all blue.
yeah, there's no question about that.
I say that as a Catholic.
Well, yeah, but we kind of...
It's fine. Catholic small c.
Yeah. It's not a winking in Catholicism. It's very much like, where?
Yeah, because all the stuff in our eye.
If you be cool about us sinning, we'll be cool about you molesting the kids.
Don't worry. Be happy.
So, obviously, Brian O'Driscoll had started his career at 20. Tom Cruise started his career at 18.
Yes.
But what have they done in the last 10 years? What's been happening?
Brian O'Driscoll's been, like I said, mostly in the punditry game.
Yeah.
But also in the last 10 years, Brian O'Driscoll retired from international rugby in 2014. So in the last 10 years, he has been at the top of the game. The man never stopped until the day he retired. Obviously, that's when he actually stopped. But he went out on top. So punditry, book writing, which I think has another name, and being an international rugby player. Those are the 3 things he's done in the last 10 years.
Whereas Tom Cruise has only done,
Well, he's only kept to cinema.
he's saved cinema.
Well,
Boring, I'd
let's
say.
talk about Top Gun Maverick. A sequel that perhaps has no right to be made. It's over 20 years past the original. But have you seen it?
It's pretty good.
It's a tremendous film.
Is it Brian O'Driscoll's hat trick in Paris? No.
Well, is it Kanye West's? I can't remember the first word of that film.
College Dropout?
In Paris, yeah.
Yes.
Dropouts in Paris.
Yes, I
no,
misunderstood.
that's right. Some of them have degrees.
Rappers, you mean?
Rappers, yeah. The West family. Rose. In gardening.
Hey, mama.
No, but Top Gun Maverick is a film that has no right to be made. A sequel that long ago, and it's actually Tom Cruise advancing his career. Like, I was surprised how much I loved that film. I'd watch it anytime. It's the first time Tom Cruise admits that he's aging, really. And I don't like Miles Teller, but everyone else is good in that film. And similar to Mission Impossible, the stunts, man. You just go to actually filming something physical like that rather than relying on CGI. They actually invaded Russia.
But do they ever mention who the bad guy is in that movie? I think they kind of keep it to themselves.
Well, I think that they sort of hint at it.
I thought they implied Asian, to be honest.
Well, it was like, how Russia's kind of Asia.
Well, ish. Asia light.
The cold Asians. like when you have the leftovers in the fridge.
Sneaky Asians. Because they're sneaky because they look like us.
Yeah, the sneak. Yeah, like every Asian footballer in like the Premier League, like deceptively quick, sneakily fast, treacherously difficult to mark. Yeah, betrayingly smooth on the ball. Yeah, they marked every blade of grass in that pitch as their own. Yeah. But yeah, what he's done like Top Gun Maverick and it broke box office records because it stayed in cinema and kept a lot of independent cinemas open. Whereas people were, because they weren't making money immediately, turned their film straight to VOD, and that lost cinemas money. And it's like, we need cinemas for. We have a lot of films, don't we?
Just to be clear here, Pat, and I want to make this. I just want to ask a question.
Please.
No ulterior motive at all. When Tom Cruise made Top Gun, do you think that it was purely out of the goodness of his heart, or do you think he had something to gain also?
Well, I've seen the behind the scenes.
Yes.
And he made a little bit of money out of it.
I believe he made it.
But also, all the planes were his. He lost all of those planes. Miles Teller is his son. Goose was his brother. I'm his wife. The Christmas table is so empty now. Apart from all the hovering people going, blah, 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 blah. While we hover around the turkey volcano. Who wants to snout? Katie, you okay in that cage? Help!
I just want to be in Batman again.
Yeah. And the goodness of his heart, he has so many hearts now. Yeah. Like, out of which heart? The blue one, the grey one? Sidney Poitiers. Of course he made money out of it, but we live in a capitalist society, that's a bigger debate. Next week I'll be picking Dave Capitalism.
Did he run the Bank of Dave?
He's like he played Rodney in Only Fools and Horses.
I believe him and David Jason don't speak anymore.
Dave Capitalism.
Yeah.
And Sir David Jason.
Yeah, David Jason speaks to us now as his lawyer apparently. No, but we can't say that.
He got married to Buzz Aldrin in January. So
we can say whatever we want.
Sorry, two listeners.
Yeah, us. One of us isn't even listening.
not really my cup of tea.
I quite like it, but it's
But Brian
white guys.
O'Driscoll, probably his greatest qualifications are in the Six Nations, right?
Six Nations, yeah.
Yeah, but Tom Cruise has united many nations with his work.
You think he's united them?
There's 50 states. They're all different countries.
Brian O'Driscoll doesn't want to unite the Six Nations. He wants to dominate the other 5 nations.
Yeah, is that what a hero would do?
Yes.
Okay.
Captain America. We've talked about Iron Man. Iron Man was very
Captain
happy.
America only done it in
Iron Man
Puerto
was very
Rico.
happy selling goods to
fuck, he's
America,
in World War
but
II,
he
wasn't he?
didn't want to fucking sell them to the other side. Hey, I'm saying that Brian O'Driscoll took a team in Ireland that couldn't win dick and was like, "Hey, get on my back. We're going right to the top."
I'll take the dick. He has 14 players hanging out of his ass.
So has he ever won a World Cup?
He has not won a World Cup.
Ireland hasn't won a World Cup.
Ireland have never won a knockout game of rugby.
Yeah.
Has Tom Cruise ever won a World Cup?
Sorry, I had someone burping there for the audience.
I've discussed how the ridiculous of that question. How do you win a World Cup?
Neither have won an Oscar. Like, I mean, basically,
Yeah, to be fair, neither of us won an Oscar.
yeah. So
How many Razzies has Brian O'Driscoll won?
He's never won a Razzie and he never will. Even if he came back and played today, he wouldn't win a Razzie.
How many wives?
One wife, Amy Huberman.
Yeah.
Well, that was very quick.
Yeah.
Who's that?
You know her?
I'm.
Amy Huberstank.
How dare you? As his
How
other
dare you
wife.
diss Huberstank's name with that taunt?
As his other wife. No, Amy Huberman, she writes books. She's been on TV.
One day we'll learn what the term for writing books is.
I believe there's
There's some fancy word for it.
yeah, it's one of those things.
Booker?
person.
Bookkeeping.
Bookkeeping.
No,
yeah, she does bookkeeping.
Yeah. Hey, can you keep this book for me? It's got my gun in it.
So yeah, she's been in books. She's been in movie. No, but she has been on TV, advertising things.
Oh, cool.
What she advertised?
Oi, it's
Most
4-1
recently-
for Crystal Palace to score 2. Oi. Oi. Gay boy.
Will Collin, the worst fucking beer you've ever fucking tasted.
Hey, if you're a member of the LGBTQ community, you get a 4-1 on Crystal Palace scoring against Fulham.
Amy Huberman, I believe most recently she did some sort of washing detergent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So would Tom Cruise marry someone who'd like lowered themselves to advertising washing detergent?
Nicole Kidman's done adverts.
Well, there you go. So
that.
again, even
Yeah.
Stevens.
Take that.
No Oscars, no World Cups, not
Yeah.
above doing the adverts,
Brian O'Driscoll has won the second most prestigious award in rugby.
which is
Twice. The Six Nations. In acting, it would be the Golden Globes, I believe.
yeah.
No,
Has
what-
Tom
what-
Cruise
what
ever
he won,
won the
sorry?
Golden Globe?
Tom Cruise
A Grand Slam and a Six. He's won 2 Six Nations, but one was a Grand Slam.
Oh, Grand Slam. Well, yeah,
Ireland
that's
had
true.
never won a Grand Slam before, ever. He actually broke new ground. Tom Cruise, of course, broke new ground when he acted in a movie. Oh, that's never been done before. An American white guy. No.
No, but let's not forget, his first movie was him pretending Dustin Hoffman was stupid.
I don't think that was his first movie. That was,
Yeah, it was.
I think Risky
It was in
Business
there.
he was a teenager.
Yeah,
Risky
oh,
Business was his first movie.
and that's
yeah.
what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
When it started, da-na-na-na-na-na-na.
And then he has sex with
And then,
prostitutes.
You're an idiot, right?
And then he has sex with prostitutes. Oh, an unbelievable twist.
Yeah.
Anyway, Brian O'Driscoll broke new ground.
Yeah, right. Okay. So we get to the end of it now. Do you want to wrap up? Give a last kind of why should I
What's
pick
your
your hero?
Is there anything you found that you didn't like about your?
I'll be honest with you, his Wikipedia is quite it's like I wrote it. It's very positive. It's got a very positive spin on Brian O'Driscoll. I don't know of anything negative about the guy. He's never had a public scandal. He's never done anything. He did once have blonde hair, which is kind of a stupid hair color for a man to have. But
I disagree. Fred from Scooby Doo.
Yeah, Fred from Scooby Doo.
anyways,
That is it. End of list.
basically.
So sorry to review. Sorry to reveal who I'm doing next week.
Anyway, yeah. So you've accepted defeat. I think you'll.
I've
notice.
accepted defeat.
No, he said who he's doing next week. Even Pat agrees Brian O'Driscoll's better.
No. Listen, Tom Cruise. I mean, put that religion to one side. And what
Put
they've
the
done to ruin so many lives.
Women in cages.
Yeah, but
Has that ever been proven?
Why does it need to be proven? believe victims, Adam. Jesus Christ.
Wait, so women?
No, she
come
actually
out-
never said it public either. So
Yeah, and also we're currently recording in a place next to a nightclub that has had women in cages. So
well, yeah, this is.
right.
But that's consensual cages.
Yeah.
They can get out
Is
whenever
there
they
such
want.
thing as a consensual cage?
They can get out whenever
Yeah.
they want, Pat.
Yeah.
Where's the key? It's like a saw. Do you want to play a game? Suck my dick to get the key.
Oh Jesus, that is a fucking inconvenient place to keep a key.
Yeah. My dick really hurts. Please.
Is it better?
Please. Please. This was a bad idea. Do you want to play a game?
I just regret something
Here's my
immediately.
mobile phone. Call an ambulance. I'm really hurt.
Suck my bloody dick.
Do you want to play a game? Don't tell my wife this happened. That's a game. No, it's okay. I won't punish you. Just give me to a hospital. Don't tell my wife.
So yeah. So well, what else has Tom Cruise done that's
He
bad?
declared his love publicly on television.
Oh yeah, that was very cool.
Yeah.
Not. When you're in love. You're 4 Oscars nominated.
Nominated for 4 Oscars.
Nominated for 4.
Brian O'Driscoll obviously won. So this is a tough one to judge. This.
But
one.
how many people have watched the Six Nations compared to how many people watch Tom Cruise's movies?
Overall,
Overall.
so you're gonna say the entire history of the Tri Nations. Yeah.
Yeah. So it goes all the way back to the Tri Nations. Fine.
Yeah. The Triple Crown, I mean, it wasn't. It was the 4 nations and the 5 nations. Tri Nations was a Southern Hemisphere thing. I got that very wrong.
Oh, the Triple Crown. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ireland was in that.
Ireland was in that, but going back like 100 years ish, maybe.
No, but Brian O'Driscoll's time.
But there was only in Ireland for 101 years, guys. You got to make that very clear.
Brian O'Driscoll's not
Well,
101 years
let's
old.
reframe it. How many people watched Brian O'Driscoll in the Six Nations in any rugby game?
I'm gonna just take a guess here.
Yeah, I reckon we can't look this up anyway.
14 billion.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's your final.
I'm gonna say 14.
Double the population.
I've watched it.
Are you count more than one time?
Yes, because he played for fucking 20 years.
Okay, then that makes it easy for me. I will say 100 billion.
That is a bigger number.
No,
No, it's a bigger number. You can't disagree. That's not a bigger number.
Well, what I forgot about was his punditry work. So
No, that doesn't count.
no.
No. He
Tom
does not
Cruise has
do.
punted rugby as well.
He does not do heroic punditry work. Also, I wouldn't include any interviews that Tom Cruise has done, like including that I'm in love with Katie
I
Holmes
wouldn't do an
thing.
interview. I'm talking films.
Yeah, I just
If it
include
includes
films.
that interview, then it's 150 billion.
if it includes,
I love Kate Holmes.
God damn it. Well, I want to revise my answer to 100 billion and 1 people.
That doesn't feel accurate, though. No, it doesn't really feel accurate. I mean, I'm worried that I'm going to be too English centric, just like Will Carling.
Just like Will Carling, exactly. It's what it's going to sound like.
Yeah,
I will have to accept whatever results. I've made my case.
I think
That's because you can feel him leaning your way. I don't understand. Oh, if I thought I was in the driving seat, I would accept any results also. I am very upset.
Don't. Do not be upset. It's only a game.
so. Obviously, we're comparing Tom Cruise, savior of the cinema, to
Again, I
Brian
dispute
O'Driscoll.
that he saved the cinema.
Well, prove him wrong.
Barbie and Oppenheimer. He used them himself as a what's it called?
Example. Yeah.
Of cinema saving.
An example is someone who writes a book.
Example's a rapper.
I actually saw Example live twice. I'm
Boo!
I'm pretty cool.
And the love kick starts again.
So just in your final argument for Brian O'Driscoll, you want to point out you have seen the rapper example
I
twice.
need that on the record. I don't know if you've ever taken a pill, but the example's quite good. Anyways, Brian O'Driscoll, greatest rugby player ever, inspires a nation who aren't good at rugby to become the best rugby team. Tom Cruise hasn't inspired a single actor. Tom Cruise is like, I don't know, Will Carling. Maybe in the top 100.
Tom Cruise has inspired 2 women to get out of loveless marriages?
I think I've won it with that impassioned debate.
Well, and so
I'm happy to leave it there.
it is a tough call this week, really tough,
No.
because both of them are awful people. Like Tom Cruise, just evil, egocentric, maniac. Brian O'Driscoll, drab. But so it just won a few rugby games. Who cares? But
Yozers.
I am going to vote for, just because of all the women not being allowed out and stuff. I'm voting for Brian O'Driscoll.
Yes, another feather in his cap.
This is absolute nonsense. You didn't know who it was until this room.
I knew who Brian O'Driscoll was.
Yes, because he transcends rugby.
So
Whoa,
Sense.
whoa. You see, it's all coming out now.
all the bitterness coming bubbling to the surface.
He sends rugby. He doesn't transcend. This has been a bit of disappointment. Congratulations, Richard.
Yeah,
Thank you,
well done, Hugh Peacocke. Commiserations, Patrick Brusnahan. It's been another episode of Hero Complex. Thanks for listening. I've been Adam Greene. Thank you. Bye.